Wowzers, it's Sonic Heroes! How's the volume on this, by the way? I did not test that one out as well as I should have. Yeah, Kish has been cancelled. They're dead. Turn it up. See if that pans out. Step aside, I'll turn the page. I used to, the music in this game used to get me super hyped. Like, I would listen to Team Dark's themes and Team Chaotix's themes, like, religiously. Like, I would crank up my TV as loud as it could possibly get. I'm a little on the quiet side, too. I don't know what that all is about. Like, my mic has been very quiet recently, and I'm not sure what the issue with that is. Because I'm cranked up about as loud as I could possibly be. It is a good icon, I believe in it. I can't actually tell what it is from here, but I'm sure it's good. So cool. Snoink Heroes. Yeah, crank it up, my friend. Alright, I didn't actually test this game out either before I started, you know, setting it up, so let's hope this actually works, like it's not too laggy or anything. Because that would be embarrassing if it was too laggy to actually play. Whoa, look at him go! Alright, so clearly we gotta go to two-player. Oh. I used to actually religiously play the two-player for this game. Like, I'd play it a lot. I had friends who cared nothing about it. And I was like, come on, let's go over and play Sonic Heroes. And they're like, Adam, this is why we don't hang out with you. That's not what they said. They did it. Cool. What options are there, actually? Audio setting? Let's go mono. Language set. Ooh. Aw, oh, dude, can we get them to speak in Italian the whole time? Wouldn't that be something? This is the GameCube version. Are there Xbox emulators? I don't actually know. This game's good. Y'all are just bitches. We're not doing the tutorial because fuck that, and we're just gonna launch right in with Sonic Story because we're playing, and also because the thumbnail works better with it. Otherwise, I'd start in like as far as difficulty goes. Like as far as difficulty, it's Rose is the easiest, then Chaotix, then Sonic, then Dark. But we're gonna jump right in with Sonic because I don't recall this game being all that hard to begin with, especially now that I'm no longer 8 years old and stupid.
Let's blast through with Sonic speed. Okay. All right.
They are so fucking epic. This is like all I played on my PS2 for a long time as well. This and Dark Cloud are pretty much all I played until like what else did I even have for the PS2? I guess Budokai 2. Oh no, we have to deal with Froggy in this game, alright. Oh, he said it! We don't have to fish for Froggy, but Big's entire logic in the game is that he wants to find Froggy.
Think I'd miss this? Time to crack that Eggman wide open. Yeah, let's party.
Hell yeah. See, I like the implication that they're also just as fast and Sonic isn't special. Whale Island, what is this, Hunter x Hunter? Or as Casey calls it, Hunter times Hunter? I need to actually reassociate myself with the... Oh, that is disgusting. are my controls set up as?
Here we go.
Alright, what in the alright. I can jump.
Got it. Hey guys, spread out.
It looks almost okay.
When you lose a
I'm not sure if I like this or not.
last checkpoint you touched. The leader's level increases too. There they are.
Yeah, I need to reassociate myself with the controls a bit.
Sonic.
Especially because the game is telling me one thing, and then, you know, I'm using a PS4 controller in this GameCube emulator, so...
Here we go. Got it. Here we go.
Leave it to me.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Here we go. Got it.
Okay, cool. I'm getting it, kids. How could you hate this, Rab? It's cool.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Calling it Hunter x Hunter is stupid. I refuse to believe that. I don't care what, Togashi says.
Here we go.
What the fucking was that?
Got it.
Besides, look at how cool this is. You could be with your friends and they will love you forever.
Got it.
Look at all those Eggman robots. Level up.
Leave this to me. Yeah.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
I might swap the. I can't swap the controls without restarting. I kind of want to swap the controls because I keep wanting to attack with square, but I have it set for B.
Level up. Yes.
This was the first Sonic game I owned. The first one I played was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and that one was really fun, but I didn't do too much with it because it was like my cousin came over and brought his GameCube over one Easter, and that was it. Like I never got another chance to actually play it. Screw that.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
But also there's like a height limit, so you've also kind of got to be careful with that. It's all coming back to me, guys. I remember this.
Let's go.
Almost got hurt there.
Level up.
Alright, and now Tails is just an absolute killing machine because he's level 3, which means the Thunder Shoot here can annihilate everything it homes. Sonic Adventure 2 is fresh ass, but I also probably shouldn't talk if I love this game so much.
Let's go. Got it.
But just like different pathways. It's cool. It's Sonic Heroes is fun. I think it gets a bad rap. Or who knows, this is just a tutorial. I'm sure there's probably going to be something that I'll end up hating. Yeah, but Chao Garden sucks. I'm going to come out and say it. The Chao Garden's stupid. I don't know why people hype up the Chao Garden so much.
Here we go. Here we go. Got it. Okay.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Yeah, at least you don't have the fish. Yeah, you can't hate the game. You don't have the fish. Hello, Cinnamon Soda. How you doing?
Here we go.
Oh, that definitely sounds like you're getting hacked there. Get that thing locked ASAP then, because that's no bueno. Later. I always thought he was just saying shit.
In power formation to use fire dunk. Knuckles shoots us as fireballs at the enemies.
Knuckles shoots us.
Here we go.
Leave it
Got
to
it.
me.
Oh yeah, God, I forgot you had to get all the chaos. Never mind, this game sucks. Part of it's just me trying to get the controls back in my mind. If you've got your email, I think you can. I actually have no idea. I'm not gonna pretend to know. Pretend to know how to unhack an account. There we go. I think if you enter this buggy as the flying character, it goes slower, but like you can jump higher or something. I remember like Sonic Generations treats this game as like a Dreamcast game,
Let's leave it to
but
Sonic.
let's not. Okay, that was a grand idea. This is Sonic. Well, I know you can get it with all the teams, but the issue is getting the Chaos Emerald sucks. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it. The Berserk games. I heard the one on the PS2 is good, but the issue is it never came stateside. Oh, I know I lost the key. But it doesn't matter, because the key on the first half doesn't get you the... Each stage comes with 2 levels, and only the second level key counts for your Chaos Emerald one. The one just either takes you to get like points or like lives and shit. That's an A rank, right? Maybe even an S rank?
Guess that's that.
What? Okay. But yeah, I hear the PS2 one is good. The Dreamcast one looks kind of boring. And the Muso is a Muso. You take it or leave it. Alright, we got in, so let's get out.
A sea palace.
Looks like Eggman's
A Seaman Palace. Guys, I did it. I made a big funny. This game's actually running a lot smoother than I thought it would on the laptop. Oh yeah, I forgot I got hit, so I didn't get in with all my coins.
I'll take care of this stone door. Got it.
Sounded very bored there.
I'll take care of them.
By the way, this is how you win the game against like all those mooks.
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Yeah, I need to readjust the controls. This is not working for me.
Let's go.
Of course, the second I rearrange them, I'm gonna forget that and then go back to the old one, and then no one's gonna be happy.
We better get moving. Got it.
Alright, so can I hold on to this key the whole time? Look, he's saying shit. He's absolutely saying the big S. This is a very sensual. I've got it. Alright, well, can I keep it the whole time? The answer is no. I can keep it for maybe 2, maybe 3 seconds. But I think there's a few keys in each level, so it's not like we're fucked. Yeah, Tail scatters fake rings around, and it's really useless and annoying. No, there's no Pumpkin Hill in this. Yeah, there is this Mall Ninja shit.
If we use triangle dive, we can move all around while gliding.
Let's try getting items again.
Here we go. Got it.
God, are you joking? I hit the wrong button again. Oh, he does kind of sound like he's saying Shinra, doesn't it? Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's problematic, even. Because Pumpkin Hill was never a good level, it only came with good music.
This turtle is swimming with a block on his back.
It looks really heavy.
Well, at least he'll carry it and not us. Looks like those
Well, plus Team Rose also benefits from having shorter levels in general, but I think Amy's not all that fast. I'm not sure if that's actually like a... It always felt like Amy, or like it was harder to actually get the...
looks like those creeps are guarding that case. Let's take care of them first.
It always felt like it was harder to actually catch the emerald as Amy.
Okay.
And I was never sure if that was just... Alright, well, thank you, game. But then again, I was like an 8 or 9 when I played this, so...
Robots are protecting that gate. Let's take out the robots first.
I do not know for sure.
Hey Sonic, can you blow off that robot's shield?
Hey, I forgot that was an option. God, I landed right on the pike. He is dead. He was once, but he is no longer. Yeah, I was once a little dude. I went by James Franco, and I sold herpes. Peace out, Matthias Kelly. Go have fun with your wiener. God damn it, dude. Oh, so the enemies have invincibility frames. You know how it is. Cool. Yeah, hopefully you can get that kind of squared away quickly, Cinnamon. That's no fun. I'm gonna beat my fucking tibs. What was I playing recently that makes me think square is the attack? Devil May Cry. I rearranged the controls in Devil May Cry. That's what it was. I was playing DMC, Devil May... No, I wasn't. I rearranged the controls in Devil May Cry 3 in order to play more like Rido, and I think that's messing me up now. Oh! Oh! I did not like that. Who needs Homestuck when you've got Comic Fire brand LPs? Fresh from the farm. Oh, well, gosh, absolute damn it. Can I fix that mistake? I can fix that mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Alright, let's see if we can't, swing this. Shut the fuck up, Tails. Oh yeah, this. Look, it's just like Tagoon Truck. I guess this is basically Animal Crossing. Spoilers, Tails. And I can't get up.
Yes!
We did it, guy. That is a vibe check, huh? They're animals in their cross. There we go. This is Animal Crossing.
Shoot. Not my day.
Shit. I really thought he was gonna say it. I'm not taking chances with these stupid emeralds, by the way. E. If you catch the emerald, you can keep it, and the balls make you go so fast. And I don't know if there's like a meta to it, like if you should always be holding down the boost to get you to the balls faster. Oh, I got it. Yeah, the meta is I'm going to cheat. I just realized that I can cheat. The meta is just grab as many balls as fast as you can. Guys, it's funny. Because, like, balls, like testicles. Come. My controller just disconnected? Oh god, my controller just disconnected. You tap the boost instead of holding.
You just make fools of yourself. I think you got that backwards, Doc.
Shit, am I gonna...
Man, he sure was stubborn science.
Alright, well, shoot.
Ready to give up just yet.
I wanna die. God, I hate that like, this is... Okay, cool, I'm alive again.
I'm not ready to give up just yet.
That's pretty fun. DPS, boys! I feel like that's like the game was like glitching a bit there. Well, it is just the first boss. No, I think they intended for you to be the power class and kind of avoid it a little better, but I don't know. That feels like a standard Sonic boss to me. Just keep jumping on it.
Piece of cake.
B!
Easy.
This is just because I died that one time because my controller disconnected. I remember really liking this one. It stands for Bees Nuts. Hey,
Looks like Eggman escaped into the city.
Eggman's robots
thought
are
you had to
taking
escape from the
control of
city.
everything.
Let's find Eggman and show him the real power of teamwork.
This must be an
If my friend ever said that to me in front of me, I would beat him up.
So that's energy flowing through those red pipes. What's with this path? Just standing on it carries me forward.
See, I'm not sure if it's my laptop making it run smoother, or if the GameCube version in general just ran smoother than the PS2 version that I'm used to. Because this is so, like, joyous to control.
We're not going there, are we? Yes, we are. Looks like Eggman's robots are up to something again.
Turtle.
those machines are
Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god. Did not care much for that. Alright, GameCube ran better. Well, first off, let me tell you about the PS2 version in general. That thing barely functioned. The hit detection was crap on that. Later in the game, there's going to be one spring that... The whole thing about it, it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, it's one of those, like... It's basically, one of those loop-to-loops where, you know, there's a spring at the end, and like, hey, now you advance because you hit the spring.
Look at all
The PS2 version, it was like a 50-50 shot that you would hit it. So it was like a 50-50 chance of whether or not you got to have fun today. Ah, thank God I got that extra Team Blast. Yeah, the PS2 version was cock-a-doo-doo, but I only had a PS2 and no other frame of reference, so I enjoyed it because I had nothing else. Heard the Xbox version was decent, but I also didn't know anyone with an Xbox. Like, the only person I knew with an Xbox was someone I met, like, way later in life, and even that was at 360. I don't know anyone who had a standard, Xbox 360. Ah! I hate that. It's the worst. It's a little hard to trigger, and I'm glad to see that that was just an issue of the programming of this game in general. But there's fun it can have with that, isn't there?
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
Got it. Here we go. Yahoo!
Weed 2? What are the features of Weed 2?
Yes.
What would a sequel to Weed involve? How do you improve upon Weed? You should play Sonic Forceps. Weed 2 is just more weed. That's valid.
Hey, Sonic, can you blow up that robot?
I mean, because, like, what else do you do with weed? Like, how does one improve weed besides just increasing the potency? Because that's not necessarily Weed 2, it's just more like Weed HD, you know? Weed 2 is meth. Alright, that's fair. Dude, look at Sonic being a pole dancer. Like, if your Sonic is, like, a high enough level,
Got it. Here we go.
you can, I think, like, homing, or, like, it's right after a Team Blast, you can homing attack these poles, and it'll automatically start doing that. But the issue is these poles tend to be over, like, bottomless pits, so I would never trust that. Bedazzled weed. Yeah, see, you can, like, homing attack it, but, like, why would you ever do that when it's way safer to just do the homing spin? I guess if you're speedrunning, but if you're speedrunning this game, woe betide you.
When grinding, use the B button to accelerate and control stick to balance.
Yeah, this game isn't well programmed enough to try to style on things. And Team Blast is just a screen nuke. And everyone else's has, like, everyone's Team Blast has, like, a different effect. Like, Team Rose makes you invincible. Team Chaotix, you get coins for every kill. I don't remember what Sonic's is. I think it's, like, your homing attack is better for a little bit. And Team Dark's is Chaos Control, so it, like, just shuts down time for a little bit. Dude, and the PS2 version was really bad with, like, the phasing through rails. Has it already been half an hour of this? Wow. Alright, that's at least a B, right?
Too easy.
Too beezy, am I right, kids? Yeah! Invincibility and a level, yeah, forgot about that. But I love that it's like, oh yeah, you can, like, this is all meant for, like, new players, you know? It's like, you can choose to play Rose and that's it. And it's like, you can't get the secret ending, I think, without beating all 4 stages anyway. So it's not a matter of choice, it's a matter of you're just gonna have to get good anyway and play through this stage that isn't as fun.
What a wild ride.
If you want the real Sonic Heroes experience, I'd say, if you just want to play it, like, once,
Take out the robot.
then just play through Sonic, or, yeah, Team Sonic story. Because Team Roses is very boring and Team Chaotix is...
No matter
Team Roses is boring. Team Chaotix is like mission based, and Team Dark's levels are way too fucking long. Hello there, Fernando. How you doing? God, I really need to adjust those controls. I'm gonna fling myself off a cliff. On accident, not like, it wasn't a declaration of intent.
Let's head up there.
Well, like, the missions I feel are generally fine. It's like, there's like a hard mode or something where like, yeah, the missions are like twice as long as they need to be. I don't recall what the, it's like challenge modes, I guess, for more emblems. But even like as a kid, I never bothered with it because I thought they were very boring. I did it. I'm better than I used to be. Skank! Tails doesn't know what a skank is. No, Team Chaotix is fun in its own way. It's just, it's different. And I know some people are not fond of different. I think generally the missions are good. I think there's like one that I really hate, but I don't remember what it is. So I don't really know if it's all that bad or if it even exists. Shadow would never say skank. He respects women. Well, one of them. He respects one person and she's a woman. You can go through the game really slowly as Tails, and you're a lot safer if you do that, but it is not as much fun.
We should take care of that first.
Yeah, no, Shadow respects one woman. And it is, plus your score will... Well, also, I don't care about score. I have never been one of those score chasers. Like, even as a kid, when you beat the game, like, 100%, to, like, get the final story and everything. Because when you beat the game, it's like, try another story! I'm like, okay. So I tried another story, and they would say that till I beat them all, and it's like, go for all, or try final story. I'm like, cool. Then it's like, go for all A rank, and I'm like, nope. Don't believe I will. And I always wonder what would happen if you did end up getting all A rank. I would feel like it would be like, try on another save file. Is what I always imagined, because I never ended up figuring out what it would have to say. No, my coins! Where have the keys been? Just realized that. Ah, speaking of. I don't intend to lose this, so we're gonna play it nice and safe.
Better not touch those fireballs.
Oh yeah, you know, the classic Metropolis fireballs that every big city has to worry about. You know, I went to DC the other day to partake in the Smithsonian, and they're like, hey, watch out, the fireballs are really bad today. I was like, ah, thanks for the warning, kind manager of the establishment I'm at. If I can knock out the keys in one run, I will gladly do it. Because I don't want to have to keep worrying about that for like the rest of the stream. Joe, what do you think of my thumbnail? I very specifically wanted your opinion on it. God, I remember being really excited for Shadow the Hedgehog, and then when I finally played it, I like rented it from a. But I bring out my mid 2000s here. I rented it from a Blockbuster. And I remember being very vividly disappointed with how much I didn't like it. Oh, you can destroy the fireballs? I did not know. Well, it was just the levels were really boring, and the morality system was not as interesting as I thought it would be. Plus, I got to that level, the Doom, or whatever the thing that's way too fucking long is, and I spent like an hour trying to like get through it, and I'm lost. And I finally get enough for a Chaos Control, and I zip to the end, and then I don't even finish it. I've never legitimately beaten a single story of Shadow the Hedgehog. That's gonna change because I know Rab wants me to stream it for Rab Wins Month 2, but you know, I should probably learn not to make bets with Rab because he has a weird tendency of always winning them. I stream Odd? No. Straight up no. Oddworld does not look fun. I have seen gameplay of Oddworld, and I have seen that Oddworld is not for me. Whose giant eyeball is that in the thumbnail? That's, you don't remember him? You don't remember Ibolius? Oh god, this part. This is something else that, like, this one hard locked me, like... Like, as a fragile bab, I could never beat this. Oh, fuck. Plus, I hate it. Like, look at how rubber banding that is. I hate it. Like, what hellscape is this? It has a morality system and you don't know it till it ends. Wow, that sounds even more terrible. You know, I've seen LPs of Oddworld and I feel like I've gotten enough out of it from that. A big D! Whatever, I got nervous.
Gotcha, my darling Sonic.
Amy, what are you doing here?
Sonic, this time there's no way out of marrying me.
Imagine getting accosted in the city by a pink U. Would you marry your clone?
Sonic, give up. This time you're mine. I'll do my best.
Amy, knock it off. There's no time to play.
Everybody go.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I don't actually know, like, if there's, like, a strategy to this. I mash, they die. I think you like, knock them out of the, arena or something. Oh, there she goes. Into the abyss with her. I used to be a beast at it. Used to be a beast at it, I swear to you. Because, like, the multiplayer is just that. Are we gonna get to go to the special stage, or... Wow, we kept the key and it didn't let us go to the special stage. That sucks.
Boy, Amy sure doesn't give up that easy.
What is this place? Sure is bright
We
here.
got some time. Feeling lucky?
Sonic, we only have 24 hours left.
Okay,
Was it 2 days ago?
Fine.
Did I lose the key here? I've got no clue.
let's go.
This entire city is like a
That is some
jungle.
fucking horse shit.
Buildings and roads are all part of
By the way, this is another one of those levels that
Pretty cool.
I'm not sure if it was just the game is awfully programmed here, or if the PS2 version is ass.
There they are.
Those are Eggman's robots.
I'll take care of that.
But I remember that this was the last key that I unlocked. The stage 5 and 6 is like really difficult to get the key and then beat it. I lost it in the room with the resident. Oh yeah, duh, didn't I?
Got it.
That's valid. Shit. Well, I guess we'll have to worry about it some other time. Okay, so this stage is just ass. Like, it wasn't just the PS2 version.
All right. Yeah. Woohoo!
I remember it was really fun that you could get like a shitload of coins, or rings. I don't know why I keep calling them coins. Do you think like there's like some Sonic kid out there that gets really well, it's a dumb question. Why should I even ask that? I will agree with any Homestuck opinion because I don't know what Homestuck is. I've never read a Homestuck. I probably won't. Yeah, wow, this barely controls.
Got it. Beep. There they are.
Leave them to me, Sonic.
Yeah, 8,000 pages is not like a selling point to me at this point in my life. If I hear things are long, I usually just get turned off of them at this point. No, I've had the chance, I've had people for the last, must have been 7 years tell me to read Homestuck. Starting with my cousin, I've had friends in high school, they're like, oh yeah, read Homestuck, and I'm like, what if I just don't? So, no, I'm probably just not gonna read Homestuck.
On the pinball table varies, depending on the matching symbol. Up to 200 rings is paid out with one ball.
Not out of hatred or anything, just, I don't know, it's a lot.
In the machine. If the Eggman symbols come up in match, then you lose your ring. Set off
Will I die if this happens? Am I gonna die? Gently float down to the city.
Leave it to me.
Oh, that is very far back that it put me.
Got it. There they are.
Really don't know why I tried to give the game that much faith. What was the last really long, like, piece of entertainment I read? I think it was JoJo. I know Ace wants me to read, One Piece, but... Oh, fuck, this is awful.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Maybe I should not do the thing that got me killed last time.
Yes.
Though I remember my first bit of Homestuck experience was, I used to follow one PokeTuber, QuandoRen66, who goes by Elo Di Colo now and doesn't do anything anymore. Cause life.
Let's go.
It used to make theme teams for Pokemon Black and White, OU.
Rings paid out from the slot machine on the pinball table.
And one of them was a Homestuck team, and I'm like, oh, these names sound interesting, what is this? And then all my friends happened to get into Homestuck at the same time.
That is
love gambling. Aha! Skipped past it. Ever read Lord of the Rings? I haven't even watched Lord of the Rings.
Here we go. Take this.
Well, no, I've seen the first one. Haven't seen any more than that. But The Hobbit, I thought The Hobbit was a really dry read, so I probably wouldn't enjoy reading Lord of the Rings. Well, if you're 6,000 pages in, you probably like it, and it would be weird to ask you to stop. I'm not dissing anyone who enjoys Homestuck. I'm just saying it's probably not for me at this point. Most experience I have with Homestuck is there was like a. What is Stratego? If anyone knows off the top of their head. My mom's friend had like Lord of the Rings Stratego, and that was really all I knew about it for a while. And then like a summer reading thing, like one of the books we could read was The Hobbit. And the only reason I chose it was because I was really into RuneScape, and I thought, oh hey, you know, medieval, it's like RuneScape, right? And I read it, and I was very bored by it, but that also might just be because summer reading is a fantastic way to get students to hate reading. It's like, hey, wow, reading's really fun, so we're gonna force you to read books that you wouldn't have normally chosen, and that you may not actually enjoy, but, you know. I think, the public education system is a little jank when it comes to getting kids to actually enjoy reading. What the fuck just happened? Oh god, where am I going? No, actually no. The 1977 version was the first thing I learned about Lord of the Rings. Or the first thing I, like, witnessed about it. We watched it in, like, class one time when there was, like... It was like a 2-hour early dismissal, or maybe a holiday was coming up. One of those occasions where the teacher doesn't actually want to teach, so she doesn't. My god, can this just end? Oh my god. What the fuck? Excuse me? Where the hell am I? What is happening? Alright, never mind. I guess this game is just jank to begin with. No, guys, I swear it's only the PS2 version that's bad. Jeez, ice. Yeah, I'm definitely further along, but, or am I? Is this further along? Well, whatever, I'm past it. It's like, that didn't just kill me, did it? I'm about to be really upset. But like, this game and Dark Cloud are like all I did in 2004. Yeah, it would just be those two games. I was gonna say maybe a Pokemon game, but at that point, I know I didn't get Fire Red and Leaf Green until like the end of the year, so... And I know I wasn't playing too much Ruby and Sapphire at that point. No, I liked Ruby and Sapphire as a kid, I just, I don't know, I think I was done with it at that point. I know at one point I speed ran Ruby when I stayed home sick from school one day, and I got all the way to like beating Wallace in 8 hours. I'm just gonna a Ugandan Knuckles joke this late into 2019. Boy, Disgaea, huh? I didn't get into Disgaea until 3, and I didn't like it too much on the PS3.
Shoot, not my day.
But the Vita version I really enjoyed. here I am talking about the Vita in 2019, yelling at someone for doing a Ugandan Knuckles joke. Oh, fuck this. This is the bitch. Alright, just push me back to the very beginning of the stage.
Ready anytime.
Ah, wonderful. Oh, peace out, Spade. Hope you enjoyed. Okay. Okay. Oh god. No, I loved my Vita, even though all the things I used my Vita for were just visual novels that came out on other systems.
Got it.
Well, no, at that point it was the only way to play Danganronpa in English.
There they are.
No, this stage is just a clusterfuck, Joe. I can't explain it. It's not fun. Like, you know how, like, kids will, like, you'll... Like, when you replay a game, there's always that one stage you hate. The casino stages are just the pits.
Here we go.
Got it.
I always thought he was saying spaghetti. Sketty!
Leave it to me. Let's go.
I know, like, the Vita's doing comparatively well in Japan, but I don't think it's, like, reaching up to the same heights as the PSP did. But it didn't have a Monster Hunter besides Frontier, so, you know, how could it?
Go on the table.
Really?
Fun is
Why did he sound so angry? There's bingo on the table! It's like if your dog, like, gets on the couch and you're just like, that fucking bastard. But you get a shitload of coins, and I always thought that was fun. Rings. Sorry. Oh, Knuckles is dead. Or, Tails and Sonic are dead, so if my Knuckles dies, that's it. And you don't get them back until, you don't get them back until, you touch solid ground again. Oh no! No! What? Alright.
Leave it to me.
Well, I mean, Dissidia, like, I could just get a PSP for, and then I didn't get Golden. Persona 4 was a one and done for me. Like, the gameplay wasn't interesting enough for me to, like, replay it again, but more. So, the story is what I was interested in, and, you know, I finished the story, so. How Knuckles found their way.
Let's go.
Sorry.
Hey guys, spread out.
Persona 4 ends in a... I guess the Personas were the friends you made along the way, and then, like, there's a laugh track, and then, like, a freeze frame, and then, like, the audience, like, claps and laughs, and then the credits play. Imagine that's how giving birth feels like.
Knuckles.
Okay, the game just let me through for some reason. I'm counting on you. Shit!
Eggman robot.
I'll take care of them.
I was gonna use my Team Blast, but I guess I'll just Iron Man my way through this. But yeah, generally Atlas remakes are not worth the price of admission. Like, I don't know why or how people are excited for Royal if they've already played Persona 5.
Watch out.
Yeah, by the way, those are just bottomless pits that you can accidentally run into, and let me tell you, the controls are gonna fight with you to try to get you in there, and they're gonna fight real hard. I'm gonna save constantly because I don't really want to deal with this. We're not getting bingo. I'm not that good. Imagine the Dreamcast being your first video game system. When I was young, like, I really thought the only three consoles that existed were things like Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft stuff. Like, someone said the Dreamcast was a system, and I thought they were just making it up. Like, oh yeah, that's a cool name for a fake console. Like, I didn't know that the Dreamcast was actually a thing for, like, years. Because I never saw it in stores, you know? Like, no store around here had Dreamcast stuff.
All right.
No, the Dreamcast was way ahead of its time. If that released now, it would be a standard system. Which says leagues about it, like that the Dreamcast, like, all of its stuff is like the standard now. I was gonna buy a Dreamcast because they're kind of cheap, but all the games that I want for it are better elsewhere. Plus, I could just emulate the games that I want. The fucking Zeebo! Jiminy! Now, I see that implies that I have played a Zeebo and I'm trying to express my love for it. No, the Zeebo is like one of those things that, like, I'd go through the system list on Game FAQs and I'm like, these weren't real systems, right? Like, who do you know that had a Gizmondo, right? Do you know anyone who had a Gizmondo? Did you know the Gizmondo existed before I just said it? First off. And then B, did you know anyone who had a Gizmondo? Or what about a Nokia N-Gage? Maybe that's something that more people are going to remember? Because that one was basically the proto-PSP. The N-Gage was like the PSP before the PSP. Yeah, when I saw Gizmodo, I was like, I thought that was, like, the Gizmondo guys were, like, making... Shit! Journalism! Fuck me, dude. I think it's hard to look at. How do you think I feel playing it? Fuck yeah, it does, dude. Yeah, what was fucking 24-hour stream of nothing besides Galarian Ponyta? And you know they're gonna count that as Impidim's official reveal. It's like, wow, 2 brand new Pokemon got revealed. And it's like, fuck off, Game Freak. I'm good at this? I assure you this is all luck. Holy carpe diem, dude. Does anyone remember that show 16? Really enjoyed that show. Alright, cool. Really glad I glitched that one. God fucking damn, dude. Some of my best memories of 8th grade were watching 16 and then playing Ocarina of Time. Like, and like that and Total Drama Island, like me and my friends, like, we would talk about it, like, we'd come to school and be like, wow, I can't believe that happened on Total Drama Island. And, I don't know if anyone else... Oh yeah, it was better to just hold the, or tap the, things, huh? Oh my god, I forgot about that, huh? Can I get this on my first try, please? No, this one feels way harder. I've always had trouble with this one specifically. God, that's why. Oh god, I hit that and then it's all over. Can I manage to pull this back? Nope, I'm fucked. Like, the controls, like, fight with you a bit on this one, I swear. This one in particular is particularly nasty. Alright, fuck it, we're restarting again. Yeah, I'm cheating. I don't feel like going through ball hell again to do that. Do you not need to hold up? That's always been my issue, always holding up. Do you not need to hold up? He's moving on his own. No, I need to hold up there because the game just really fucked me. Oh, God. God, this one runs even worse than the last one. But it's forcing me up there. Oh, God. Alright, round 3. No, this one fucking sucks. This one is fresh tits. And not even the good tits. It's like walking in on your grandma taking a shower tits. Yeah, it was like Total Drama Island, 16, and then there was that one about like surfing called like Stoked or something that no one actually cared about. Well, fuck. Who loved Stoked? It was alright, but like, no one I knew cared about Stoked. Like, people were super into Total Drama Island at my school. I think a couple people liked 16. Damn it. But Stoked, I think I was the only one who tried to ever watch. And even then, like, I wasn't watching Stoked because I wanted to watch Stoked. It was back then, the TV was really my main source of entertainment. So it's what I had. Ha! Got it! 16 still holds up. Like, I was watching it while grinding RuneScape last year. I mean, that's the way it goes with this. If you don't get it in, like, the first minute, you're fucked. You either win immediately, or just, like, you're always chasing that dragon. It's like heroin, kids. Don't do heroin. Don't do heroin and don't chase the emerald for too long.
Eggman. Why not have some fun while you can? After all, you only have one day, and we know who's going to win. Get there.
Yeah, you can do heroin emeralds. Those are different.
Come on, Eggman. Wanna play?
Be careful, Sonic!
I'll take care of him myself. Take this, take this. Too cool. Take this, take this. Take this, take this, take this.
And then this one is just fighting leagues. Like, there's 3 boss types. You fight one of Eggman's mechanoids. You fight a bunch of robots, or you fight another team. One of the 4 teams. And I think it's like with the teams, it's like Sonic never meets Chaotix and Rose never meets Dark.
Too cool. Take this, take this. Take this. Already. Take this, take this. Too cool.
There we go. Yeah, they were working at a hotel resort, and then they surfed a bunch. I remember that's why my friend hated it. It's like, all they do is talk about how much they want to surf.
We won't give up so easily, Eggman.
I mean, how's that any different from 16 talking about, like, how much they wanted to, like, I don't know, fuck or something?
Here we go. Level up.
But yeah, 16 still really holds up. The last I checked, and this was a while ago, so don't quote me on this. Someone has the entire series up on YouTube, so I was watching it while training Slayer on RuneScape earlier this year, actually. I do remember Almost Naked Animals. I remember that it existed. I never actually watched it. Alright, here's one for you. Did anyone actually watch Teemo Supremo? I remember my friend who, yeah, exactly. My friend, was really in the know with all those kind of cartoons. And, knew a bunch of shit that, I'd never heard of. Because, all he would do would be, he would draw all day. And, he would practice by drawing, all the different things on, Cartoon Network. And I remember, he had, for the daycare I was in, he drew our, this huge banner. And it was cool, but I'm just I recognized every cartoon except Teemo Supremo, and I'm like, should I know this cartoon? El Tigre, I didn't care for. And I don't know if it was because, I don't know. I didn't care much for a lot of the cartoons on Cartoon Network at that point. I liked Cat Scratch. I remember playing Pokemon Emerald and playing a lot of the Battle Prince Hero, a marathon of Cat Scratch was playing. Never cared for Dave the Barbarian. Never cared for that one. But there were a lot of things on late night Disney Channel that I got super into. Who remembers Phil of the Future? The Replacements. Who remembers the Replacements? That one was one of my favorites. Really enjoyed the Replacements. Did not care for American Dragon Jake Long.
We've got until sunset.
Tails, Knuckles, give it all you got. Full speed ahead. Got it.
When grinding, use the B button to accelerate and the control stick to balance.
I remember the night High School Musical first came on, and I watched it with my mom. And God bless her for not abandoning me right there.
Look at those canyons.
I was hit or miss with Hannah Montana. There were a couple episodes I really enjoyed. But for the most part, there were a lot of episodes that I weren't feeling as much. I remember getting very bored with the series very quick. Though I will tell you, one memory I very clearly have was every Sunday I used to go with my dad and hang out with him for a few hours. And I was at a Borders bookstore with him, and there was this little girl talking to her mom about Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus, because that's when Miley Cyrus really started trying to strike out as someone more than just Hannah Montana. Thanks, game. Very cool. This is why I try to stay as Tails on all these, because the programming here fucking sucks. She was trying to explain about Hannah Montana to her mom, and she's like, and this is Miley Cyrus, who is Hannah Montana's sister. And I didn't want to be the weirdo who told this 5-year-old girl that she was wrong about Disney Channel lore, but my god, was I tempted. I came very close.
Pulling out all the tricks.
They're pulling out. My Burger King had a GameCube for a little bit, but I also didn't go onto the inside of my Burger King after I was 9. I remember Casey really likes Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Gal. I never watched it.
Here we go.
So I don't think I ever watched. What was that on, Jetix? I never watched anything on Jetix. I never knew what channel it was on. There were some things I really wanted to watch. Like, I ended up finding, like, a whole new, like, Saturday morning cartoon thing. Just to watch Sonic X. I don't remember what channel that was on. Or, like, what, like, syndication it was. Yeah, no, I never saw Sonic Underground. That was cool. All I remember about Gargoyles is that, like, my cousin was like, yeah, I've been watching Gargoyles. It's very violent. And I thought he said violet, and I'm like, these aren't fucking purple, idiot. Knuckles, come on. That one's a little finicky, it doesn't always work. Hey, Yarn. Funimation had a channel? Shit, I just stayed on Toonami like a normal anime plebe in the mid-2000s. Remember Zatch Bell? I was addicted to Zatch Bell. I still think it has a really nice concept. It is essentially just a battle royale with superpowers. Sonic Underground. No, we're just gonna take this real slow because it's the only way to like safely get through this stage, which is very boring. The grinding does not feel as good as Sonic Adventure 2's does. Sonic Thun. This is Tails' safety hour. Well, that sounds fantastic. On you. This is why I don't care much for stages that rely on bottomless pits as a gimmick. Which is also why I hate Mega Man X8 so much, because that's all that game does. Very fun bosses, very shitty stages. Because all just bottomless rails and insta-kill spikes. Voice acting for this game sucks, don't try to parse it. But they got like an actual kid voices Tails. Like I think he's like legitimately super young. I remember I couldn't parse the idea of having to do that the way. No, I think it's like a Team Chaotix. Is like there's a switch you have to flip, and I couldn't like figure out that like, oh yeah, I should probably flip this switch that it says to flip. So I eventually just managed to glitch over the rail and beat the game that way. Where the fuck am I going? This part I think is kind of cool though. Just because this is an incredibly impractical train station. Also, that was like real panic in his voice. Like someone pulled a knife on him in the studio. Ah! Alright, thanks, game. Yeah, Knuckles, you said that. Oh boy. See, that's why we stay as Tails and inch through this level. I make it sound like I hate this game. I really love this game. It is just, it is very not done. The frame rate can barely keep up with it either.
Here we go. Yes.
Cool, awesome. Whew! We're doing it, kids. We're really doing it. I'm gonna open up Go real quick. Like I said, the bet's still there. Next person to comment gets Link's Awakening if I find a shiny. Alright, Stuff Koyo will get Link's Awakening if I land a shiny here. Oh, peace out, doggo. Bullet Station. Pachoom, pachoom.
It's because we're getting closer to the center.
I really love this music track. Also, I'm not paying attention to the game, and that is bad. Hold up, guys. I gotta catch this Lillipup. I caught it. Do you think it's gonna be good? You think it's gonna be a very good Lillipup? It sucks. But I'm very close to being able to get a Stoutland, so that's something. No shinies, but I really wanted all those to be shiny. Did the controller unplugged?
Leave them to me, son.
Yep.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Whoop!
Let's go.
Here we go.
I will always give Sonic games this. They have a superb soundtrack. They are the best albums that have decent video games attached to them. Well, that have video games attached to them. Okay, thanks.
Creepy around here.
It's because we're getting closer to the center.
I guess we're heading in the right
It's
direction.
because we're getting closer to the center, and that's where the libertarians are.
Got it. Take this. Take this. Take this.
Well, Wild Woody is barely a game. Ah. Thank you, game. Very cool.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Heh, well, that's the thing. I don't play East games. Because I played the demo for 8, and it felt very boring. Did not feel like it was going to be able to hold my entertainment for an entire game. Wild Woody is something I wish... Wild Woody is something I'm glad I experienced because I read about it, like, a decade ago. As, like, weird video game concepts that actually exist. And it was really cool to be able to finally experience it for myself. But... God, was it worth it? The answer is, yeah, kind of.
Leave it to me.
I guess I've played worse than Wild Woody.
Got it.
I don't know, if the demo is trying to sell me on a game... Oh, my key. If the demo is trying to sell me on a game, I don't know, did a really shit job of selling me on a game. Because like if I play, like I know like demos are rarely indicative of an entire experience, but I'm very loath to spend $60 on something else, on something if it seemed that boring. Yeah, Wild Woody was something. You think it was bad watching it, try playing it. Except don't. Yeah, also, you know how much of a pain it is to set up a Sega CD emulator? You have to, like, make a notepad doc just for the game to realize that, like, the game has... For the emulator to realize that the game has audio. So it's like you have to download the soundtrack separately. Then you have to,
Leave it to me.
Be careful not to
you have to download the soundtrack separately. And then, you know, it's stupid. You have to name them separate things.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Got it.
It was an experience.
Let's go.
Did not care for it.
This must be the
And the stream didn't even do as well as I thought it would. I figured there weren't like a ton of like Wild Woody like series on there, so I figured this is something that like would eventually come back as something like that would get me a lot of views like later on. But it doesn't, so it's like, oh god, is this even worth it?
It's moving.
Here we go. Hey, which way is the cannon facing? Hey. All right.
Well, it doesn't even have to necessarily spoil stuff. Like make a or put me in the beginning area, but with like some things from like the middle of the game as far as combat goes.
All right.
Give me options from later on to show me what I can do. Because just giving me the most basic kit up front is very, no bueno.
That's what I call a flight.
You fucking kidding me?
My heart stopped.
I didn't touch the controller there. That's where it automatically just put me. I'm gonna have to do all that again, aren't I?
Got it.
Whoa.
Leave it to me. Stay.
Here we go.
Got it.
I think my heart stopped. Jesus. Am I doing a good job of advertising the game to a new player? The answer is, this is really what you're gonna get. You play Sonic Heroes for this experience. This is not something you would ever choose to speedrun. And if you ever do, I need to have a talk with your parents about, the fu- Oh. Jesus. That's a new one. I've never had that happen to me before in this game. That's a new one. I'm really glad you were there to experience that with me.
Let's go down there. Take this.
How you guys liking the fuck? How you guys liking the game so far?
This must be the dedicated internal mechanism we saw before.
How y'all like church this morning?
Try firing that thing.
Hey, come on now.
Don't do it, Sonic.
It's moving.
Comics descend into madness.
Here we go.
I feel like there's something else that made me descend more into madness this year, streaming wise alone.
Level up.
Level up.
All right. 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 Wow, that's what I call a flight.
Alright,
Think my heart.
we in, boys. Was Wild Woody this year? I thought, no, that was last year. Yeah, no, that was 2018. There's gotta be something in 2019 that's made me do it more. Well, I guess that was still technically this year because it was less than 365 days ago, but...
Let's go up there.
Alright, this is not as bad as Wild Woody. You just happen to be catching a lot of the worst of it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm doing this one because I want to see if I can find a key here.
Let's go.
Why'd you ever choose to do that? Hey, a key.
Leave it to me.
Dude, could... I don't even want to, like, say this out loud, but could you imagine a Wild Woody MMO?
I'm falling.
Let's jump to the car ahead as we destroy it.
Okay.
Like, what would you do? Oh my god, Gardevoir! Hell yeah, that was the descent into madness. That's a good thing I saved the state, because I don't really want to lose this key again.
Let's go.
Losing Gardevoir, hurt.
That's it. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
I'm right behind
Wait, what did I say?
Watch out.
We found it. Now, Knuckles, destroy that engine core. Got it.
Whew. Don't bully Comic with loss, he'll squee.
Each time the bobsled takes on damage, one character is thrown off the bobsled. The speed decreases if Sonic is thrown off, and if Tails falls off, the bobsled won't be able to jump.
That's what it is. I think bobsled racing is another one of like the multiplayer things. Oh, the Wild Woody MMO.
Look at all those Eggman robots.
Yeah, that's entirely valid. Oh no, Sonic is dead. Our dog, Sonic Griffin, is dead. Whew, that was almost the end of us. Still might be. The game was graceful there. I was not supposed to live that. Spaghetti! I feel like a Barbie RPG could be fun. You call it a Bar-PG. Knuckles, you good? I swear, I've never broken the game this much. This is all new. Wait, can I get him to do this against the wall? The fuck have I done? Jesus. Fucking Christ.
That must be Eggman's base straight ahead of
Mary Kate and Ashley tabletop? Oh, I thought you were saying like a tactical RPG. I feel like it's easy to make anything into a tabletop RPG. I feel like a Mary Kate and Ashley tactical RPG would be a sight to see.
Got it. Shit, yeah. All right.
I'm surprised they didn't put Jibanyan into Sonic Forces, at least in Japan.
A big tub.
What is he? A big tub? A big dud? A big... What would our fan Discord... I've actually kind of wanted to DM something, but I know I'd be a shitty DM. I don't know the rules, so I don't know how to break them properly. I just want to make you guys play RPGs that I make. Damn it, I was so close to being cool. Now, if we can nail that right at the start, we'll be golden. Damn, we were right there. I mean, one of these days I am going to eventually... You know, that's part of what I want Project 4 to be. I know I'm talking about Project 3, but I said, like, Project 4 would just be me yoinking old school RuneScape's code and making a game based off of that and making you all play it. This is annoying. Plus, like, the Emerald is, like, the only case of, like, a race thing that doesn't have, rubber banding AI. Yeah, fuck it, we gotta start again. Oh, fuck. We can do it, I know it. We're doing it. We're on this. No, come on, no, no!
Yes!
Yes! Whew! Nailing it! Cool. Now just imagine not cheating and having to replay that stage every time you wanted to get one attempt at that. I like the music here.
Sonic, look!
That thing's loaded with Eggman's weapons.
Eggman, you're finished!
Ready all cannons! Open fire!
Oh no, trust me, that's how I spent a lot of my days in third grade getting that to happen.
Alright, one down.
Now we gotta attack the boss!
I'll destroy 'em all.
God fucking damn it! You joking me?
Open fire!
There's only one way to go. Ready?
Yeah!
Ready.
Hoo boy.
Ready all cannons! Open
I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, I'm getting a little heated.
There's only one way to go. Ready? Ready. Alright, one down.
Now we gotta attack the boss!
I'll destroy 'em all.
Alright, here we go. Ah! No! No! Please, no! God, please, no! Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Oh, fudge the loops.
Is that it?
Fuck!
Is that it? That guy never gives up, does he?
Things are heating up, alright. It's okay, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this! Thank God, because you saw that, I was thrown right into the abyss. Holy fuck.
Eggman, you know you can't win.
A-rank, boys. Jesus. What a scream. I thought it said Mohammed.
It's a
Mohammed, once again, you've been tricked. Like, can you say that?
Drat, a trap to stall for time. Sonic,
Can we just hail Hitler real quick?
Sonic, Knuckles, wait for me!
All life form data successfully copied.
What could that mean? I don't know, does anyone care about the plot of Sonic games? Like, they're always just a vehicle to...
no way off the hook this time.
They're always just a vehicle to get us to the next stage, right?
Wow, my head's spinning!
I think it's the next level that's completely borked on the PS2 version to like function maybe 50% of the time.
Leave it to me!
Guys, I'm gonna keep it real with you, I've never been this scared in my life. Why do I do platform streams? Oh yeah, and like there's one secret mission where if you have to go through the entire stage without a frog seeing you
Leave it to me! Level up!
as one of the Team Chaotic stages.
Did you guys hear a crow?
I don't hate myself as much as I know you guys seem to enjoy it when I suffer.
Here we go. Yeah.
But I know there's also got to be a limit, because there's a point where I just stop having fun and then people start leaving en masse. So it's that sweet spot. It's something like The Simpsons Road Rage. That one was a fun one.
Bug over there!
We should do Hit and Run at some point. I've never actually played through Hit and Run. All I know about it is the Grumpcade thing. And when I accidentally downloaded it instead of Road Rage for the stream that one night, and so I had to sit there and re-download Road Rage.
Let's go!
We may be able to use this flower if Sonic can stir the window.
Dude, the Eggs for Bart thing, when I first saw that, like, I had never laughed that hard at something. Like, I'm talking like I'm crying, like, my abs hurt.
It's really steep here. Be careful.
Well, no, it's not that I'm not enjoying myself. It is just, this one is, I'm having a lot of fun with this one, actually. It's just very, it's very stressful.
Look at all those Eggman!
Like, I am in a constant state of adrenaline rush.
Leave it to me! Let's go! Dave! Whee! Dave! Almost there! Dave!
Here we go.
Gaze at me, frog.
Let's go! Let's go!
That's why, to Clover's credit, it does have a couple jokes that really just kill me. Like the motherfuck Pokemon, just immediately you go into that dark cave and then get immediately annihilated at once. Like, that was the funniest thing I think I'd ever seen. Well, then plus the same thing when it's like, oh, you're 10,000 light years away from facing Brock. And then you step on the teleporter and you're out on like a comet like 10,000 light years out in space and there's Brock. That's what she said. That's what she said! Could you imagine? Imagine, like, you and your partner, your significant other, are like you two are like getting sexy with it, with Sonic Heroes quotes. So people out there, like, if your partner made a, if your lovemaking partner for the evening, made a Sonic the Hedgehog reference mid-coitus, would you continue? Would you be able to continue? Hoop! Oh, this is another place where, like, that gap there, the PS2 version was not fond of it. This always seemed pretty lewd to me. I always tried to outpace it, which I think you might be able to in the PS2 version. I think it's possible to outpace the Ivy and fall to your death.
Yes!
Alright, fortunately that one's pretty easy. More like ejaculate from them from the bedroom, am I right? Poyo stuff, Koyo? Pyro stuff, Koyo, rather.
Perfect!
Hey! That was way better than I was expecting. Nice. Excuse me. We're getting pretty far. This is the third to last, I don't want to say biome or hub.
You sure it's safe around here?
There they are!
Eggman's robot!
Leave them to me, Sonic.
Because, like, you notice that, like, it's been, like, 2 levels per, like, environments. Well, this is the third to last environment.
Summons is known to kill plants.
That line, the way you delivered that always made me feel really bad. Like, it scared me.
Some powerful ring.
We're all dead.
That robot has protective spikes. Timing is everything. Let's get him!
Leave it to me.
Alright, do you think we can actually hold on to this one?
Let's go. Level up. Yay. Let's go.
Scary! It's Ben. Boy, this music is, a little SMT.
Let's go. Hey, there's that black frog again.
Tails, you can't call it that. God fucking damn it. I know there's one more key to get, though.
Let's head up there.
Let's go.
Fortunately, these plants are different because they're different.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They're all dead.
We're not going there, are we? Yes, we are!
Game, are you fucking... Did something just die? What is happening? Jesus.
Let's go. Let's go.
We can do it, guys. Don't worry. We got this. I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together that you're probably Pyro from the Discord. My bad. Oh, that's what's exploding. Bomb. That's probably more on me than anything else. Ah yes, this person whose name is Pyro might be the Pyro that I've talked to earlier.
I'll take care of them.
Pacifist run. There it is. That's the one. There is a 50-50 chance that you will just die right there in the PS2 version. There is no guarantee that you're going to get through that one alive.
That fruit can take out the enemies. Level up.
Here we go. There's that black frog again.
Foolish License Lander. The jump button actually makes you attack. If I'm not mistaken, there it is. Alright, we're not letting that one go. Hashtag not all pyros.
They never give up, do they?
And that's why we save our team blast. He just fades from existence.
Level up. That was close.
That was one heck
Was it?
No problem.
Was it?
Piece of cake.
I always loved the way his tail said, that was one heck of a battle. Frog.
We're not going there, are we?
Yes, we are.
Frog. I don't know, I'm sure there's probably, like, to get an A rank, you have to, like, get a certain amount of the black frogs to not, but... Guess who don't care and has 2 thumbs and is currently streaming Sonic Heroes? This boy.
We may be able to control the flower as it goes up and down.
That's foolishness. Why would you ever assume that you could control Mother Nature?
Yes.
Really? Hannah Montana, huh? Or Miley Cyrus, rather. Fuck!
All right. I'll take care of them.
Here we go. Level up. Yes.
One sounds a little like Donkey Kong 64, almost.
Yes.
Boing. Was there a key down there? I don't think I've ever seen that one. Thank God we saved.
Yes.
Is there anything we can access? Okay, so we can drop out of these. Okay. I've never actually tried jumping off of the flower. That one's a new one for me. You fucking kidding me?
Yes. Yes.
What a thing to come back to.
Yes.
Why is Knuckles talking about the leader of Iran? Iran's run by a Shah, right? He's talking about his favorite subspecies of Dalamajir. I actually have 4 DK64 streams, I just never went back to it because it's a little stressful to stream. DK64 is not a game that is very interesting to stream. It's a little hard. Plus, it's like every time I get to Gloomy Galleon, I just want to give up. But then I also don't know... I don't know Fungi Forest or everything that comes after Gloomy Galleon too well. So then I just kind of gave up. Do you think Sonic has a subreddit?
Leave it
Don't
to
know,
me.
man.
Let's leave it to Sonic.
Let's never do that if we can avoid it. It's a little jacked that the black frogs are the bad guys. Nah, he's a hedgehog. Really don't know why I thought that was a good idea. But I'm gonna try it again, so. We're gonna do this. I can do it. We can do this. I know it. I know it. We can land it, and it'll be good. Here we go. See? Persona 1 doesn't even feel like it was censored. It just got... Oh, fuck. I thought they were trying to take us out of the slums. Hurry. Oh, by the way, the hit detection is really off here in the PS2 version as well, so... This is where, like, you have a 33% chance to have fun today. I think this guy's just like Vector's dad.
That was one heck of a battle.
Wasn't a battle. The three frogs will celebrate by making your mushroom erect. Yeah, Persona 1 doesn't even feel like censorship so much as just the shittiest translation job.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, shit, what the hell was that delivery? But I guess it was censored, because didn't, like, they turn, not even censored, they made, one of the characters black for some reason. And Sonic break his hand in his victory screen? Better question is, why don't you break your hand whenever you're happy? If it's an emerald, then why is it blue? That was like one thing I remember from the Sonic X cartoon. Like, the kid's like drawing the Chaos Emeralds in his notebook back in the human world. And the teacher's like, aren't emeralds supposed to be green? And then he throws like a little bitch fit. And the teacher's like, okay, it's your drawing, you can make it whatever you want. So I'm just like, she just thinks this kid is, you know, like, deficient. Oh fuck, we're gonna get it. Oh, we fucked it up. We can still do this, maybe. Or we can... Fuck! Jesus! We can do it, I know we can. Which is all I've said this stream, is that we can do it, I know we can. I'm just trying to help all my viewers that have anxiety, like, you know, help you through it. Like, if you're having a panic attack, it's okay, we can get through it. Sometimes I know we all need a little help to get through our panic attack, so just remember that inside you right now, when you're having a panic attack, Sonic is in you right now, chasing an emerald. Chasing one of the Chaos Emeralds of Anxiety. and you've got to help him get through it. But, like, no pressure. Your heart is the Chaos Emerald, and Sonic is, the adrenaline trying to, like, give you a heart attack. So you gotta take your heart and make sure that Sonic never gets to it. I'm sorry to hear that sentiment. God fucking damn it! Sonic is always inside you. Sonic was there from the moment of your birth, and Sonic will be there at the moment of your death. I don't remember these ones being as difficult at the time as I'm having with it. Yeah, no, we're fucked. Yeah, it's like Kingdom Hearts. At the moment of your birth, a little bit of Sonic flies inside of you. And then Sonic wields the Keyblade and tries to defeat Master Zaya, man. Fucking Christ. The controls fight with you, I swear to God. This is not me just being a bitch. And like you hit it and then you're fucked. Then you hit it and then you're fucked. This is another one I remember having a lot of trouble with, actually. Thinking about it, yeah, this is another one I had a lot of trouble with. Because I remember, I remember knowing where that key was specifically because I had so much trouble trying to get it. Sonic's nobody name is Snoikes. Snoikes. It is Snoikes. Fuck! Boy, this is reminding me of being a kid. Well, Snoikes is with the X at the end. It's Snoik X. It's Shion. Fucking shit balls, dude. Fucking shitballs, dude. I know. It's right there. We're gonna get it right at the start. Watch this. Next one. Here we go. Alright, next one. Here we go. Yes, Sonic X. There we go. Here we go, perfect. Landing it, excellent, cool and good. Fucking cool and good. Cool and good every single time. I can do it, I swear.
Yes!
It was that easy. It was that easy the whole time. Ah. We win.
Look, it's that hedgehog.
Wonder what the big rush is all about. Bet you those guys will end up getting in my way and making trouble.
Hey, isn't that...
Sonic!
Talk about being stubborn and full of surprises.
Long time.
I didn't realize the game saves right there.
Too bad you had to come all this way for nothing. We'll take it from here.
What'd you say?
Sensors locked on Eggman. Non-compliant intruders will be destroyed.
Didn't you know? We have a date with Eggman, too.
Is that so? Well then, it'll be a date to die for.
Hey, that's my
Die. Phew. I really want to.
It looked like my twin.
Oh god, I love this song so much, but it's gonna end too quick.
Pretty greet those you haven't seen in a while.
Who are those guys? And how do they know me?
I'll take it from here!
Yes!
We win. Well, because it was a long time, but they no see each other.
Hey guys, chill out.
Yeah, they're dead! I mean, we have no proof that, Omega can swim, so it's very possible. Like, the other two can maybe swim out, but, Omega probably sunk straight to the bottom and died. Second Sonic game I like, Generations.
Sure this is the right way?
I saw Shadow and Eggman head this way. This has gotta be the
When?
right way.
But it's so spooky here!
Maybe that's the ghost of Shadow we saw earlier.
Woo! Stop it, Knuckles!
What an entrance!
Hey, you surprised me.
Yeah!
Weirm.
What? What's going on?
The castle!
I mean, I kind of like this gimmick. I think this is really fun.
Here we go!
Or maybe I just never mentally aged past 9,
This case can be...
but I think it's kind of cool.
Ah! We're turning upside down again!
Back to normal now!
Got it.
Leave it to me!
Yay! We'll never see Shadow again, cause he's dead. We might be able to knock all of Sonic's story out in one stream. Well, no, at this point I'm going to. If it's not a super long stream, that'll be great. If it falls within my usual 3 hours, that would be nice. How long do big streamers usually stream? I don't watch too many big streamers.
Take this. Take this. Take this. Not bad. Shit, already?
Leave it to me!
Shit, already?
Let's go!
Ah!
Should we risk
This is the
following
one.
these torches?
Yay!
Here we go!
Got it. Shit, shit.
Leave this to me!
This does not work as well as you'd expect it to, so take this very slow, because you don't really get the chance to rectify your mistake there.
Let's go.
Let's go down there.
Should one be... Now we play the waiting game. Perfect.
Look, the door's opened.
I mean, I don't have the stamina to make things interesting in general. Like, you guys like my streams because, Stockholm Syndrome, clearly.
Knuckles, we're counting.
Because I'm not saying anything, like, interesting, I'm just reacting to this game. But I don't know, Imposter Syndrome's kind of a bitch, huh?
Level up.
I'm falling.
What?
I don't know, that's like the main issue is oh god, I should do a Sonic Riders stream, shouldn't I? I actually really enjoyed Sonic Riders. I was really no good at it. Sonic Riders is actually the game I think I first broke my... Yeah, that was the first broken controller I ever had.
Leave it to me.
Though to be fair, it was because I did heavily damage it playing Mega Man X7, because Flame Highenard made me so mad that I just yeeted my controller right at the floor and instantly regretted it. And it opened up a little bit and I couldn't get it to go back together. I was like, well, shit, I can't do that again.
There's that.
And then I got so mad playing Sonic Riders that I casted my controller straight down and that shit broke right in half. And then I held a funeral for it. I never played Zero Gravity, though. By that point, I just didn't care anymore. Fuck you. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh god, that was really far back. Oh boy, here it comes again. Here we go. It's like, don't touch the controller, because game does not know what to do with the momentum that you give it.
What's going on?
I never tried going for leaderboards, except the only time I ever did. And I got surprisingly high up on it. Rock Band 1 for the PS3. I tried to hit number 1 on the leaderboards for Dawn Patrol by Megadeth on vocals. Because it's a really easy song. It's like one of the ones where like you can, no matter what, like all you have to do is make noise and activate star power at the right time. Or overdrive or whatever they called it.
Let's go. Let's go.
And I tried for like a couple hours to see if I could break the record, and I got to like, I think 10th? And at that point, like, we were all like within a point of each other, and I just didn't know what to do at that point, so I gave up. I assumed that people had perfected that song.
There's that switch again.
No, I'm not at all interested in the new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I think the last time I actually cared about a Call... Well, no, I know the only one I actually really cared about was Modern Warfare 2.
All right.
Let's go.
Hey, you surprised me.
I remember being really disappointed by Black Ops, and then Modern Warfare 3 seemed cool, and then I played it, and I didn't care much for it.
Leave it to me. Let's go. Let's go.
My babies are burning.
Let's go.
Fucking Chris.
This door won't open
Oh wait, duh.
without finding a switch.
Here we go.
So I'm not averse to first-person shooters, and I've really been in the mood for one recently. I almost bought Turok on the Switch, but I need a new Joy-Con because the ones I have are kind of drifting a bit. Which is also why there hasn't been a Monster Hunter stream, but
Leave it to me.
so I would like to stream more Generations Ultimate, but my Joy-Cons sure are making that a little hard.
Okay. What? Here we go.
Plus, that was a huge bitch during a little bit of drift and a dead zone on my Joy-Cons made Dragon Quest Builders 2 a little difficult to play. Because whenever I wanted to make my Joy-Con go a little southwest, there was a dead zone, and it would make my character stop moving or just go really slowly. I ended up adapting to it, but I kind of wish I didn't have to adapt, you know? You're dabbing into film? Oh boy, let me tell you, I'm a film major.
Leave it to me.
Doesn't mean I've made anything interesting with it. It was more,
Here we go.
I just edit.
All right.
Generally, like, I don't have the wherewithal to, like, make film work.
Look at that.
I can edit other people's raw materials very well, and I think I have way more fun with that.
Let's go.
But as for actually, like, shooting something, I can take it or leave it. I shoot stuff for work because, you know, I have to, but it taught me a lot about shooting. But that was the best part of this. I gotta start looking for another job now. Really wish I didn't have to do that, but oh well.
Got it.
Find a wall that we can break through.
But it was a good 4 months. It was 2 months longer than I was supposed to, so that was something. Look, it's Devil May Cry 3.
Jump.
When do I get bored by the space whale? That's a lot of fun. It's just usually if I want to tell a story, I either want to write it or I want to make a game out of it.
All right.
Well, it's because a lot of the stories I have are like kind of really impractical to try to bring to life just with film.
All
Because I like telling like larger than life kind of like JRPG stories. And that's a little hard to do with the medium of film if I don't have a huge budget to back it up, you know?
Just enough to pass.
We take it. Yeah. I am taking my sock off. Any viewers who are into that, just imagine. Or don't. I'd actually really appreciate it if you didn't.
What a castle.
I don't know how I would feel like if like one of my viewers was just like, yeah, I think about your feet frequently. This is another stage I really enjoy the music for.
Surprised me.
But I just love the music for this game in general.
Got it.
There they are.
Eggman's robot.
Advice on what, Hanya? Just like story making advice or getting a job advice? Because
That shadow.
I don't have good advice on the job front beyond find someone who has a job in the local government in your Pokemon Go group in the same field as you and can help you out. No, that's cool, man. I really appreciate it. Story making,
This switch triggers.
it's all bullshit. Like all of Rose Gold Heart, I'm coming up with on the fly. Like I'll get ideas like when I'm taking like a shower, and then I'll write it down. but I didn't go into Rose Gold Heart knowing what I wanted to do with the story. Fuck you.
They never give up, do they?
We're just going to one-shot everything, try to build up our team blast meters a bit, and see if we can't just team blast our way through that.
Something may happen if the switch is triggered.
We take it. There he goes. Bye-bye.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Let's go. Game. Let's go.
So if it's more of a matter of trying to come up with stories quickly, I have no idea what to tell you, because Rose Gold Heart has been a work over a year in the making that I'm still coming up with stuff for, but... you know. Oh yeah, it is Spooktober, huh? What are you guys doing for Halloween? What's the big plan?
Brace yourself. Here we go. Level up.
If there are any big plans, you know. How far back is... damn it, that's still pretty far back.
Jump. Jump now.
Playing spooky piano to frighten children. Valid.
Use the brakes and jump. B button to brake, A button to jump. We're about to crash.
Hey, you don't need friends to celebrate Spooktober. You've got the Comic Fire fan Discord. No, we really don't do much for Halloween either. Fuck you, Tit Whistle. Oh, there's another key.
There's that switch again.
Oh fuck, I don't remember which one is which.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, that's valid advice. Kind of just get the fun stuff out of the way. Generally, the way I think of it is, I come up with an end. I usually think about the concept and how I want it to end. And then I spend the rest of my time filling out the middle. Because I've known how Rose Gold Heart is going to end for longer than I've known that Rose Gold Heart is going to exist.
We have to break through the wall.
But as for everything that comes in the middle, I'm still figuring that out, and I come up with something new every day. So, you know, whatever works. And another way to do it is watch movies. Watch movies and read other stories. Because just having more like ideas and things that you might not have thought about as like story concepts are very useful, because
Don't know what this switch triggers.
you know,
Here we go.
it's just nice to have ideas that you didn't have before. I'm not revealing anything about Rose Gold Heart's plot. Sorry, you've got to wait at this point. I've gotten too far.
Got it. Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this.
If I can answer it, I will. But check with me for. Ask the question, and I'll tell you if I can answer it or not. There's just one ending. Well, there's an ending, and then there's a secret ending, but like it all leads to the same thing. It's just you get a little more of an idea about where Project 3 is going to go if you get the secret ending. is, I guess, all I can really say about it.
Here we go.
And you get the secret ending by finishing the Pokedex.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
So I give you a lot of opportunities to,
All right.
it's also why I have Audino grinding. And I want to do that thing in,
All right.
Leave it to me.
the thing Black and White 2 does, where it'll tell you how many Pokemon you have left to catch on a route.
Here we go.
Got it.
And I like that. I think it's very interesting. So, in a game where if you want the entire ending, you gotta finish the Pokedex, I want you to be able to know what's still left in the Pokedex, you know? Like, because I load each route with a lot of encounters. Like, every route has its own, like, unique 1% encounter.
Brace yourself.
Stuff like that. Yes, you can catch them all. Don't worry about it. All the, any evolution that was a trade evolution has been altered to no longer need to be traded. Like, a lot of the things are, like, some are just straight up levels, some are items,
There's another
some are, like, your Pokemon has to know a certain move. Like, well, I guess I could spoil one. Your Onix needs to know Iron Defense to become a Steelix.
Jump now. Here we go.
Got it.
Level up. Take this.
We should take care of the enemy first. Leave it to me.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that.
We may be able to do triangle jumps since it's so narrow here.
Oh, fuck.
Leave it
Wow, that actually worked. That never works. And then I've done some other stuff, like just some shitmons are actually usable now. Like, Stantler. I've improved Stantler, is all I'll say.
Here we go.
Stantler is better than Stantler used to be.
Hey, we may
Love
be
Disc
able
is
to
not
do
in the game.
triangle
There's no,
jumps
like,
since
it's,
so
god damn
narrow
it, that was really
here.
far back. There's no Nat Dex. I know I've blasted,
Hey, we may be able to do
fan
triangle
games don't need a Nat Dex. Like, trying to fit every single, this is why I don't bother.
We may be able to do triangle jumps.
Fitting every single, Pokemon into,
Let's go.
Johto and Kanto would not be good.
Deep here.
Hey, we may be able to do triangle jumps since it's so narrow here.
Got it.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
So, like, I don't want to, like, overload it. There's not too much going on. It's fair. There's enough. You won't be bored.
Here we go.
It's everything that was in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, plus, like,
You surprised me.
fuck, like, maybe 40 more. God damn it.
You surprised me.
I'm not losing this key.
Here we go. All right.
What is this place?
Those three altars look suspicious. Let's go.
This part always weirded me out. I was like, what is going on at this point?
This place.
Really hate that. Really hate that.
Three altars look suspicious.
There's only one protagonist,
Let's
and she is female. Holy fuck, dude. Dude, are you joking?
Let's use those ghosts as steps.
Sorry, Brad, you're actually a fake gamer because I've already pointed out that there's only one protagonist in Rose Gold Heart.
Best left to Tails.
Let's go!
Meanwhile, we got human instrumentality going on back here.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I don't remember the last time I've actually had Tang. I think I might have been like 13.
Let's go!
Fuck me, dude. Fuck me, dude!
Yeah.
I've got it.
Got it.
Well, if you really think about it, isn't Sunny D just fake orange juice?
Alright, I got it!
Though I don't like Sunny D. It's too sweet.
Let's go!
Isn't like American cereal kind of like Lucky Charms, like sold in like the confectionery aisle in like certain European grocery stores or something? Wait, did I have to beat that thing? That's valid. Suppose I did try to rush it.
Here we go.
Got it.
If orangutan, well, I don't know. I would probably lick the sweat off an orangutan if it tasted like that.
Level up.
I didn't say that.
That was close.
That was one heck of a battle!
No problem. Piece of cake.
Yeah, he does kind of break his hand, huh? He's pointing at the patriarchy and saying, hey, none of that. That's an A, right?
Guess that's about it.
Whatever. It's better than I expected, honestly. We're almost done. We got 2 more special stages and 1 more boss left. So let's see if we can actually do this without going insane. Alright, we can do this, right? Oh, we can't do this. We can do it, we can do it. Yeah, Sonic points at the patriarchy that he wants Knuckles to beat up. Sonic points and he's like, look, somebody who doesn't respect women! And Knuckles is like, that's cringe, Sonic. Not respecting women. Not respecting women is cringe in the eyes of Knuckles. And you don't want to be cringe in front of Knuckles. Like, if you're gonna be cringe in front of anyone, do you really want to be cringe in front of Knuckles? Nah, man, respect women, come on. Like, imagine going home, like, after college and telling your mom, and your mom's like, oh, what'd you do at college, sweetie? And you were just like, oh, I disrespected women and Knuckles called me cringe. Like, how would you go back and, like, look your mom in the eye and convince her that your college education was worth it? Ah, god damn! The game fucked up there, you saw it, right? Like, I lost all my forward momentum. Like, I'm using my boost, but I'm not getting any more forward momentum.
Yes.
Cool. That one feels a little easier. Brad, that's so sad. I thought you said I'm so happy that Knuckles rejects women. Like, as a concept. Women don't believe in him.
What a joke!
What did you say? Now I'm really mad. Get them.
That's the only time that song plays in the entire game, by the way.
Payback time, Eggman! You guys ready? Ready! No!
Get them.
Round 2.
Payback time, Eggman! You guys ready? Ready!
Leave it to me. Dave! Dave!
He's like, wow, Eggman, that's pretty cringe. He's like, what did you say? Now I'm really mad. Don't laugh at me, Jay. It hurts most when you laugh at me. Ready? No! That's what we in the business call a bood. A big mood.
Leave it to me.
Alright, well, Tails is level 3, and that's how you win these now, so. It actually sucks when you're using Team Dark's Team Blast there, because the frozen time makes it so the next